Okay friends, welcome to Login Science. In today's video, we are going to solve question 4 from May-June 2021. The question is from paper 1 from DBE. Okay, so the question will be covering grade 12 functions on hyperbola. Okay, so this is the question. It's question 4 from May-June 2021. You can see we have 3 questions to solve. Okay, and the total is 10 marks. Okay, so we start with question 4. It's question 4 from May-June 2021. Okay, so this is the question. Now question 4, the lines y is equal to x plus 1 and y is equal to negative x minus 7 are the axes of symmetry of the function f of x is equal to this. F of x is a hyperbola. Okay, you are given 2 lines, this one and this one. And these 2 lines are the axes of symmetry of the function f of x is equal to this. F of x is a hyperbola. Okay, 4.1 show that p is equal to 4 and q is equal to negative 3. The question is 4 marks. Okay, 4.1. You can see you are given 2 lines which are the axes of symmetry of the hyperbola. So you are given y is equal to x plus 1 and y is equal to negative x minus 7. Okay, you can see. So these 2 lines are the axes of symmetry of the function f. F is a hyperbola. Okay, 4.1 show that p is equal to 4 and q is equal to negative 3. Okay, if you can recall from the lesson on hyperbola, this is what you have to remember. These axes of symmetry, they intercept each other at one point. Right? If they intercept each other at one point, it means that they share a common point. And if they share a common point, it means that they have the same x value and the same y value. Okay, so this x value has got the same value as the p value. Okay, but they have different signs. So if x is negative, p is positive, and if x is positive, p is negative. Okay, so p and x, they have the same value but different signs. Okay, and the y value is equal to the q value. Okay, y is equal to q. Okay, now if these 2 lines intercept each other, we can solve for x and y, and from x and y we can find our p and q. So we are going to equate the 2 lines to solve for x and y because they share a common point. Okay, so x plus 1, this one, is equal to this negative x minus 7. Okay, you have to equate them because they share a common point. So from there we are going to find x and y, and if we have x and y, we can find p and q. Okay, so we have to prove that p is equal to 4 and q is equal to negative 3. Okay, let's solve for x and y. Okay, from here you have x plus 1 is equal to negative x minus 7. You take this negative x to the left. Now you have x plus x, which is 2x, right? This is equal to, you take plus 1 to the right. Now you have negative 7 minus 1. Okay, this is equal to minus 8. Okay, and so x, you divide by 2 on both sides to get x. X is equal to negative 4 when you divide by 2 on both sides. This is your x. And now from here you know that p is equal to the same value but positive 4, right? Remember that you have the same value but different signs. If x is positive, p is going to be negative. If x is negative, p is going to be positive. Okay, so this is your p. Okay, so you can see you have proved that p is equal to 4. Now let's see what q is equal to. Okay, you have to get the y value. If you have the y value, then you know what q is equal to. Okay, because you know that y is equal to q. Okay, you can use this equation or this one to get your y value. Use either of them. Okay, I'm going to use this one. Y is equal to x plus 1. Y is equal to x plus 1. And so y is equal to, what is your x? Your x is negative 4, right? Plus 1. Okay, and so y is equal to, you have negative 4 plus 1. This is the same as 1 minus 4, which is minus 3. Okay, And so you have y is equal to minus 3. Okay, from here you know that q is equal to negative 3, right? And so this is your q. Okay, y is equal to q, x is equal to the same value as p but different signs. Remember that. Okay, you can see you have proved. Let's do the next question, 4.2. Let me have a line here. Okay, now with 4.2, 4.2 calculate the x-intercept of f. Okay, so you need to get the x-intercept of f. Okay, to get the x-intercept, you let y equal to 0. Okay, if you wanna get your x-intercept, you make y equal to 0. Okay, from here you know that f of x is equal to this. After substituting your p and q, this is f of x. Okay, remember f of x is your y. Okay, so you are going to let f of x equal to 0 so that you can get the x-intercept. Okay, this is your y. You let it equal to 0. This is equal to what we have there. Okay, so your y is equal to 0. You are trying to get what? The x-intercept. Okay, you carry on. You have negative 3 there on its own. You can take it to the left. It becomes plus 3 is equal to this. Okay, you only remain with this after taking negative 3 to the left. Okay, you can carry on. Let me close this. So remember 3 is over 1. Okay, from here what you have to do is cross multiplication. So you have 3 times this is equal to 1 times this. Okay, so you have 3 times this, x plus 4 is equal to 1 times negative 2, which is negative 2, right? You carry on. 3 times x is 3x. 3 times 4, it is plus 12, right? This is equal to negative 2. You have 3x is equal to negative 2. You take the 12 to the right, it becomes minus 12. Okay, 3x is equal to negative 14. This is negative 14, right? Now you need your x. You have to divide by 3 on both sides. So you divide by 3 this side and also this side. Okay, so this 3 and this 3 are going to cancel. Okay, you now have x is equal to negative 14 over 3. Okay, negative 14 over 3. So this is your x. You can also get it in decimal. So you can say, oh, x is equal to, you can get it in decimal instead of fraction. So if you use your calculator, what is the answer in decimal? So you have negative 14 over 3, right? This is negative 4.67 if you can keep your answer correct to 2 decimal places. So this is negative 4.67. Okay, so this is x in decimal. So you can give it like this as a fraction or like this as a decimal. Okay, so this is your x-intercept. Okay, let's carry on. Let's do the last question, 4.3, on the next slide. Okay, now with 4.3, let me get the question again. It's question 4 from May, June 2021. Okay, now 4.3. The question says 4.3, sketch the graph of f. Clearly label all intercepts with the axis and the asymptote. Okay, the question is 4 marks. So you have to sketch the graph of f, which is a hyperbola. Okay, so this is the question. F of x is equal to this. Okay, you have to sketch this graph. So you have your p there and your q. You can see this. You have your p and q substituted. So you have to sketch the graph of f. This is the equation of f. Okay, you are going to need your x-intercept, right? Your x-intercept, you calculated it from 4.2. Remember, it was x is equal to negative 14 over 3, right? Or you have it in decimal, right? X is equal to negative 4.67. Okay, so this is the x-intercept. You calculated the x-intercept from question 4.2. Remember the previous question, 4.2. You calculated for the x-intercept. Okay, so this is the x-intercept as a fraction or the x-intercept as a decimal. Okay, so you are going to need the x-intercept when you are trying to sketch the graph of f. Okay, you're also going to need what? The y-intercept. We don't have the y-intercept, so let's find it. To get the y-intercept, you let x equal to 0. Okay, if you want to get the y-intercept, you let x equal to 0. Okay, so you are going to use this. This is your y. You are going to let x equal to 0. So let's put y there. Y is equal to, you have -2 over x plus 4. So you let your x equal to 0. You have 0 plus 4, right? Minus 3, like this. Okay, so you let your x equal to 0. So this is your x. You let it equal to 0. Okay, you carry on. Y is equal to, can you see this is -1 over 2. This is -1/2 when you simplify. 2 over 4, -1/2 minus 3. So this is -1/2 minus 3, which is -7 over 2, right? Or you can give it in decimal. Y is equal to -3.5. Okay, okay. Let me close this. You're also going to need what? A vertical asymptote. So if you want to sketch the graph of f, you have to show the asymptote. Okay, what is the vertical asymptote? To get the vertical asymptote, always remember this. Please, I want to make this simple. Just take this, what you have in the denominator there. You equate it to 0 and you solve for x. So that is your vertical asymptote. You can see you have x plus 4. You equate it to 0 and you solve for x. So what is x? X is equal to, you take the +4 to the right, it becomes -4. Okay, you can see x is equal to -4. So your vertical asymptote is at x equal to -4. Remember this always. Please, if you want to get your vertical asymptote, take what you have there in the denominator, equate it to 0 and solve for x. That's where your vertical asymptote is. Do this when you are dealing with hyperbola. Okay, and you're also going to need what? The horizontal asymptote. Where is the horizontal asymptote? It is at y is equal to what? To the value you have there, -3. And you're also going to need to know what? In which quadrant your hyperbola will be. So when a, as in this case, a is less than 0, you can see it is a -2. So a is less than 0. When a is less than 0, you know that the hyperbola is in the second and fourth quadrant. Okay, when a is less than 0, the hyperbola is in the second and fourth quadrant. You can see a is less than 0. -2 is less than 0. Okay, so this is the information you need to know in order to sketch the graph. So now that you have this information, you can sketch the graph of f. So this is the graph of f. You can see you have your x-axis in blue and your y-axis in blue. You have your horizontal asymptote at y is equal to -3, right? Horizontal asymptote at y is equal to -3, you can see. And you have your vertical asymptote at x is equal to -4. This is the vertical asymptote at x is equal to -4. Okay, you also have the x-intercept at -4.67. There it is, -4.67. And you also have your y-intercept at y is equal to -3.5. Okay, y is equal to -3.5. There it is, y is equal to -3.5. Okay, and you can see this is the first quadrant, this is the second quadrant, and this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. So the first, second, third, and fourth. You can see the hyperbola is in the second and fourth quadrant, right? Second and fourth. This is the second and this is the fourth. Okay, so this is how you can sketch the hyperbola. And we are done with question 4 from May-June 2021. Okay, I'll be posting a video on hyperbola grade 12 where I'm going to explain this in details. Okay, for now, we are done with question 4 from May-June 2021. If you find value in this video, please show that with your likes, comment in the comment section, remember to subscribe and activate the notification bell so that you can be alerted whenever a new video is posted on the channel. Okay, until next time, I will talk to you soon.